How's your day going?
Oh, to be honest, it's been a crazy day. I have an event this evening, so I have to run to get my face
Oh
done.
my
Just
God. You look good though.
thank
That's
you.
great.
You also look good.
Thank you. I'm a bit sweaty because obviously I've been on camera all day, but well, I was on camera earlier. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, thank you for joining us. And we've got quite a lot of people on, so really excited for our chat. It would be great if you could start off with just like introducing yourself, and everyone who's watching tonight, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy the conversation. Please, if you've got any other questions that I don't ask, then feel free to just pop it in the comments, and I'll be moderating and looking. But yeah, if you could kick off with an
Yeah.
introduction to yourself, that would be amazing. I've got my iPad here. If I look down on it, it's just got the questions. I can't live without my
I
iPad.
know. I know. Hi, everybody. How you all doing? My name is Akin-Dada, and I'm a technology consultant, a career coach, a senior business analyst. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I have two amazing boys.
Period. I love that. So it's so nice to have you here. And is that tech consultant that you're currently
Yeah.
doing, or what type of? Can you tell us a little bit more about what that entails
Okay.
and what your job
So
looks like?
in the UK, we know the tech roles. We have senior
Mm,
BAs, PM,
mm, mm.
cybersecurity analyst. So I started as a business analyst. I was
Okay,
working with
nice.
a telecommunication firm, a very big one in the UK. So
Mm,
I was a business analyst with them. But
mm,
then I moved to the big four, one of the big fours, PwC. So the big
mm,
fours are PwC,
mm,
EY, Deloitte, and also I
mm,
moved there as a consultant. For,
mm,
so what happens is, as a tech consultant, instead of me working for just one organization and improving their processes or managing their digital transformation, I get to consult for
mm,
different organizations.
mm,
So for example, I might be taken to Citibank. Okay, work with
mm,
them for 1 year. They want to
mm,
revamp a process. They need someone with a BA skills, and it might also be someone with Scrum Mastery skills. So
mm,
I started as a BA,
mm,
but I've been able to improve my skills, add more knowledge. So right now, I can work as a BA, I can work
mm,
as a delivery manager, I can
mm,
work as a Scrum Master, I
mm,
can work as a product owner,
mm.
depending on the client's
That
needs.
you've got.
So
That's
whatever the
amazing.
client needs, that's what I do.
Mm, that's
But
what
if
you
I'm
could.
not consulting,
Mm,
I'm a senior business analyst, like, because that's how I started. So I
that's
still
super.
go as a senior BA, I'm a
Mm,
BA, but I consult for firms.
mm.
So
For
if you need me to come and revamp your process, I'm there as a tech consultant. We
mm,
have different kind of consultants. There's management consultants,
mm.
there's business consultants, and there's technology consultants.
Yeah,
So I do the
absolutely.
tech. Maybe
Mm,
you want to use Salesforce, because I'm a 4 times certified Salesforce consultant. So I have
amazing.
4 Salesforce certifications,
Mm,
and Salesforce is a technology
mm,
platform we use to optimize, have a 360 view of your company. So I'm an expert on that. So that's
mm.
one part of being a tech consultant. I don't know if
That's
that makes sense.
amazing. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah. So I've worked with the big fours kind of throughout my career, and I've had friends at I've got friends at the big fours at the moment, and stuff like that. So quite really aware of what they do, and obviously really good for everyone else in the audience to find out a little bit more, because when people hear consulting, they get confused because they're like, what are you talking, like, what do you do then? What do you consult on? But obviously it's good that you're in like the tech side, because I think sometimes with management and business, it can be a bit more like a confusing, like what exactly areas. But with tech, I love that the fact that you started as a business analyst. Like, can you explain a little bit more about like what a business analyst does, just for anyone who's interested, like from a day-to-day perspective? What did
Okay,
that role kind of entail?
definitely. I love when I'm asked that question, because most people just hear business analysis. What do we do? So
Mm,
basically, we are change
mm,
enablers.
mm,
So for any organization that requires a change, they need a business analyst.
mm,
If you don't have a business analyst, then I don't understand why. Because we are change enablers. So what do is we are intermediaries between the business stakeholders. So stakeholders are, I want to go like in it. I don't want to just use languages that people that don't have tech
yeah, they
background.
don't know.
So stakeholders are people that work either in a firm or outside a firm.
Mm,
So in the firm, maybe for a bank, we have the branch managers, we have the customer service reps,
mm,
we have the treasury people that work in different departments.
mm,
So if those departments, if we're going to need them for the particular project that we want to work on, for example, if there's a problem in the branch, they're trying
mm,
to optimize the processes in a branch. Who will be our stakeholders? We're going to have the staff working in that particular location, in that branch, they are our stakeholders. So we need to ask them, okay, what is wrong with your process? So as a BA, we are the intermediary between the business people who are they don't know anything about tech. All they know is, I'm trying to put in these funds into this account, and this account is not working. That's an example. They don't know the technology. They don't know anything about that. So they are business stakeholders. And then we have the technology stakeholders, like the head of IT, the developers, the testers. They are much more tech savvy. So what we do as BAs is we are intermediaries. So we understand what the business wants, and then we give it to the technical guys in the language that the technical guys will understand. So not everybody can ask you, what do you do? Then take what you do and then tell the technical guys. No, there's a way you need to write it. User stories, acceptance criteria. There are some jargons that BAs, they have to put it in that format for a developer or a software engineer to get it from you and then
understand. Yeah, no, absolutely.
So basically, we are the middleman between the business stakeholders and the technical stakeholders, just to make it easy for anybody that is just new. Somebody said, "Wow, how did you do all this?"
Yeah. It's a lot, but you've done a lot, and it sounds incredible. And I think it's so good to hear about, kind of like you said, the business analyst part of it, because a lot of people they just hear it, but they don't really understand. But like you said, it's like an intermediary, and it's a very, I think, interesting kind of area of tech, because being that intermediary, you have to know so much about how to translate the knowledge and things like that. So would love to hear a bit more about like what skills you think someone needs to become a business analyst.
Okay, amazing one. To be a business analyst is you need of course your transferable skills. For example, if you've been doing sales before or you've been doing customer service before, you have so much soft skills that a business analyst needs. For example, your communication skills. You know, some people just believe communication is just saying something and the other person. If you are communicating and the other party does not understand what you're saying, even if you are speaking Queen's English, you've not communicated.
You're not communicating, yeah.
You've not communicated. So you need a very good and effective communication skills. You need a good interpersonal skills. How do you, like, can you stand in front of the camera and talk to billions of people? Or can you talk to, you know, there's some stakeholders in an organization that once they hear this director is coming, everybody's like,
yeah.
They don't want to look up.
They
like,
don't want to talk to
let this person just go. But as a business analyst, you should be able to face anybody. You should be able to talk to anybody, because like I said, you are going to be like, business stakeholders, they are angry with the technical guys. They won't go to them. They'll come to you.
They come to you, yeah.
All their green versus. And the technical guys are like, no. So you're like,
you're in between.
You're in between. So you need to have very good communication, interpersonal skills, and conflict resolution skills. Like, you cannot just imagine a mother, you have 2 children and they are fighting. You don't want to take sides. You want to listen to one, listen to the other one, and try to just find a middle ground. That is what a business analyst does. You are always trying to find middle ground between 2 people. So those soft skills, critical thinking, you need to be able to think on the spot. Something is going wrong. That's why they need you. You need to be able to recommend solutions. You don't just go and tell them, let's do this one thing. You don't tell them what to do. You recommend like 4 active solutions that you know that anyone that they do is going to work out. So that means you have to be able to research, go to other people, how are they doing it, other organizations, what's happening. AI is in vogue, cybersecurity is what is happening right now. You need to know the things happening,
different things that are happening.
Exactly. There's this thing about certifications they sharpen your knowledge,
and that's what you need them for.
So for a minute, don't think about the fact that you want to use it to get a job. Think about the fact that you're getting much more knowledge from it. My business BA certification, what I got from it is different from what I got from my CBAP certification. So that anywhere I enter right now as a BA, I am not scared. I know what I'm bringing.
Exactly.
I know the value I'm adding. So I can go into a room and I'm confident. I'm speaking, I'm gathering my requirements. I know what I'm talking about. So I think that's one of the things that I want people to take out of this. Don't be scared to add knowledge to yourself. You need to pursue knowledge.
When it comes to like technical knowledge, what does that look like? Is that knowing the different solutions, or like what kind of technical knowledge do you think you need as a business?
For a BA, the kind of technical knowledge you need to be able to use some project management tools like Jira. So there are Jira, Lucid Chart, VC. because you are going to be working on processes, improving processes. If you don't know how to map out your process, then what are you improving?
Yeah.
So for BAs, we do a lot of gap analysis. Gap analysis is comparing the exist process, what they are doing, the current process. You compare them to the future state.
Yeah.
So this current manual process, where are we seeing it? What do we want it to do? So you need to be able to use some tools to map out those processes. So make sure that you lucid chart, Visio, you learn how to Confluence, you learn how to use all of these tools. Those are tools. Then gap analysis, those are technical skills. You need to learn either. I'm a very, very budget friendly coach because I know that not everybody has like the funds to do so much bootcamp and all.
Yeah.
But there are free online resources that I feel like people are not tapping into.
YouTube.
I'm not trying to do. Nobody's paying me for any ad, but let's just try to be. Let's be factual. There's courses on LinkedIn Learning, Coursera, Udemy, free online courses that will teach you the skills. How do I do gap analysis? What are the framework I need to look at?
Absolutely.
Because there are framework for everything we do. You want to write your user stories because these are technical skills I'm already talking about. How do you write user stories? Because those user stories are what you give to your developers. You won't just write it. There's a format as a this. I want to do this so that I can. That is the format of writing requirements. So you gather the requirements in pure English and then you break it down into user stories. You also get your acceptance criteria. Those are technical skills that not just anybody can pick up and get. So you need to learn those because as a BA, they are very important.
The fact that obviously you were talking about non-technical and technical skills. Bree said you are speaking facts, absolutely. Because I think a lot of people forget that, you know, those are very two different areas. It's not just kind of like, you know, you have technical skills, that means you're going to be the best, you know, engineer, analyst, consultant ever. No, you need to think about the non-technical side of things, the communication.
What did I, you know, when you asked me what do you need, that was the first thing I said, because some people you want to go and learn how to use Jira, but your interpersonal skills is your stakeholder management skills is zero. You can't do stakeholder management. So what, as a BA, the most important skills, but not like the first skills you should work on are your non-technical skills. How do you play with people? Because your stakeholders, they have to be on board.
Yeah.
Whatever solution, whatever tools you want to use, you are using those tools so you can communicate with your tech guys. But business guys, how do you satisfy them? You use your non-technical skills to satisfy your stakeholder, not technical skills. Technical skills is for them to build the app or do whatever they have. The technical guys, like I said, you are in the middle. So if the tech skills are making the tech guys happy, good for you. But then you need your non-technical skills to make the business guys happy.
I want to talk more about obviously the tech consulting side of things, because again, I think it's an area which a lot of people don't really like know or understand very much. They don't tend to come across tech consultants. So would love to get your thoughts on like what skills you think you need to be a tech consultant. And you mentioned Salesforce. Would love to know why you've been working on Salesforce. Was that a choice, or was that more of kind of the industry you went into and the company you end up working with that you ended up doing Salesforce?
So I've explained the BA side of things, business analysis. So for you to go into tech consulting, my opinion, you can't have just one skill, like just the BA skills, and then you want to consult. To consult means whatever issue they have, you are able to kind of provide a solution.
Yeah.
Because consulting is not, for example, if you're working as a BA in an organization, you can be there for 5 years, 10 years, and you're doing the same thing for them as a BA. Consulting, it changes. What you're doing for 1 year, by the time you get another project the next year to another organization, you're doing something different.
Yeah.
So how I got into tech consulting was I was sent from my consulting firm to an organization as a BA. But while I was on that project, I realized that my BA skills would not get me far on this project. I needed much more skills. And thankfully, in my consulting firm, we've been doing some product management certifications, product management courses. And that's one thing about if you work in like all these I don't know about small consulting firms because I've not worked there, but big consulting firms, they have so much zeal for you to upskill. They are always bringing something you have to learn because they go out there to get they go to propose. They propose to all these banks and say, we want to be your consultants. We have these social people in our in our side, they have these skills, they have these skills, they have these skills. So whatever you need, we can provide. So because of that, they're already selling you as someone that has a lot of skills. So you can't just sit back and relax also.
Yeah.
You need to also, in fact, they don't even need your money.
Yeah.
They just need you to have that mindset. They'll pay for your certifications, they'll pay for your courses. So that was how I got into tech consulting. I upskilled. I upskilled from being a BA to being a product manager and a delivery manager. And then I needed one technology to specialize in, to have a niche. So they call it niche, like when you have a specialty in a technology. So I had options then. You know, I did Amazon also. I did AWS. So imagine I have an AWS certification, so I can consult on AWS. So we have ServiceNow, we have Salesforce. So to be a tech consultant, I have to like get, aside from all the BA, product manager, I have to get a technology that I could actually be an expert on. And that's how I chose Salesforce, because now I have 4 certifications on Salesforce. AWS, I have 1. So right now, that's how the tech consulting came to be. So if I consult for a firm and they need them to do a digital transformation, or they want to move all their customer experiences to a platform, if they want Salesforce, I'll come in. I'll sell Salesforce to them, tell them what Salesforce can do, and I'll help them move that, transform them and the organization, all their processes, transform it into Salesforce. Work with my Salesforce developers, because Salesforce developers also, they need a Salesforce BA to write requirement, or a Salesforce consultant to be able to write that requirement as a Salesforce person. So I needed that knowledge, and that's why it still boils down to upskilling.
Absolutely.
I didn't just want to be a BA. I wanted to be a tech consultant because I
wanted to be more. Yeah. So we've got a question. What other certifications did you get? So obviously you've talked about the 4 Salesforce one, you've talked about the AWS one. Have you got any others under your belt?
I have the BCS diploma. That's the British Competence Diploma in International Business Analysis. And before you can get that diploma, you would have written 4 other certifications. It's like a ladder. You write one certification. Once you pass it, the first one is the Business Analysis Foundation. Once you pass that, you write the Business Analysis Practice. Once you pass that, you write the Requirement Engineering. And then you write the final module, like 4 certifications. And these things are not, I didn't write them today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. No. It took a while.
It took a while, yeah. It built up. Yeah.
It took a while for me to get there. I think the 4 certifications, it took me about 2 years to just write 4. Then after 4, you then write the diploma. Diploma is the main one. So normally, I should not be counting diploma as 1 certification. I should be counting it as 5.
That's 5. Yeah.
4 other ones before that diploma. So for the BCS, that's 5 certifications in the bag.
Okay. So lots,
Yes. Then I did the IIBA. Somebody said, do you think it's worth it to do the BCS foundation? If you are going to be a business analyst, yes, you need the BCS foundation. Especially if you don't have experience. You really need, it's going to teach you a lot. Like we're saying now, knowledge is key.
Yeah.
It's going to teach you a lot. So aside from BCS, which is the British Computer Society for UK, I then went to international, that's IIBA one, the international for business analysis, IIBA. So they also have different levels. But because when I did it, I already had about 8 years experience as a business analyst. So I qualified for the highest one, which is CBAP, Certified Business Analysis Professional, CBA. But if you don't have up to my level of experience, you can start from ECBA. That's the entry level certified business analysis. That's ECBA. But I did the highest one because I already built.
You already had the experience, yeah.
So I did that for IBA. Then I have Scrum Master. Like I said, I'm a tech consultant. Sometimes I need to be the Scrum Master in a role. Make sure that the developers are okay. Every other person is okay. The PMOs are okay. If there's any defects or if there's any blockers, I'll go ahead and check. That's what a Scrum Master does. If you don't want to be a Scrum Master, that's what they do. So if there's any blockers in your team, you chase it for. You make sure everybody is fine. So I also have the Scrum Master certification also. Like I said, I started as a BA. I was focusing on BA, but then I moved to a tech consultant, and I started making sure that I can fit into any role that they need me for. When I was in the bank, I wasn't a BA, but I was always curious. I was always asking questions because I'm like, I want to go there. I like what they do there. So I had a curious mindset. I'm very inquisitive. I will ask. I will keep asking. If you give me an answer that I feel like this answer is not, I will go online
again.
I'll ask again. Like I'm not shy. And that's one thing. I don't know if it's a blessing or if it, but I know it has helped me a lot. I will speak out. I will speak up. Somebody said, is there any difference between data analyst and business analyst on the job field? Yes, there are two different roles. They work hand in hand, fine. And there's a third role called business data analyst, which combines both roles. So data analysts, they can stand alone. Where business analysts, they stand alone. But now companies are now having new, in fact, like I said, tech just moves. Before there was no business data analyst. Now some companies are looking for business data analysts. That means they want someone that has both data analyst skills and business analysis skills. So the difference normally is the fact that data analysts, they can actually do some data mapping, they can extract data, they know much more about data, they use Power BI, Tableau. Those are technical skills that a data analyst needs. A BA does not necessarily have to have those skills. But now, because things are, you want to be ahead of competition. So if you have all the skills and you have the capacity to, learn Tableau or learn Power BI, why not? Why not? Because it's going to give you much more chance than every other BA. So
exactly.
So it depends on what you want. But for the question, is there a difference? Definitely.
Let me just take some of the questions that we've got in the audience, because I think that's probably more important. Someone said, how can you plan out your career once you've kind of started? Did you plan out your career, or was it more like kind of you landed in different things?
Okay, I think when like I said, when I did the graduate training scheme, I didn't plan my career then, because graduate training is I was just a fresh graduate. I needed a job. I needed to earn money. But thankfully my path, the graduate training scheme helped me, because the bank already mapped out your 2 years where will you spend every 6 months of your life. The bank already mapped it out for you. So it was that 2 years while I was there, I started mapping out my career, because I started seeing different departments and what they do. I have a friend that went to Treasury, and she's doing really well now. She's an accountant. She studied accounting. So that particular department, like she felt much more, she loved it. And then after the scheme, she started working there. And right now she's still in the accounting field. So, but it was when I got to this business process assurance team, I love that every time we're looking at a process, every time we're looking for how to improve things. Like, it's just beautiful. Like, trying to make life easy for people in the bank. Okay, how are you doing this? Why are you doing a manual process? Let's find ways to automate it for you. I started realizing that I love it. Every time they say, oh, we are looking at this department, we want to do an overhaul of their processes, it just makes me happy. Because then they send me to the department, people that are working in the department, and start asking them questions. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? How long does it take you to do this? It takes you 3 hours. There's a way you can do this to make it 1 hour. So it was when I was in that team that I started mapping out my career. Like, I love what I do in, but how can I be more? What is the career growth? Where is this going to lead me? Am I just going to be here? But what am I seeing in my future? And that's how I started mapping it out. And even when I came as a BA, I realized, am I going to be? Do I want to just be a BA forever, or do I want to have more skills? I want to be a consultant. I want to consult. Like, I have a small organization also now that let's help small businesses that don't even have the funds to get the big ones to come and consult for them. So just improve their startups. They need someone to look into their processes and help them, automate them and all. So it just makes me happy. And I found success doing that. And that's how I started mapping out my career.
How will you advise someone that wants to go into business analyst to start? Is it studying the Babcock a good way to start? So if you let us know that.
That's the business analysis book of knowledge. Oh my God, that book is amazing. Babcock is amazing. It's really amazing. And if you are trying to write a certification from the IIBA, that's what you need to read. But one thing I want that person to know is, if you are in the UK, the Babcock is global. But if you are studying the Babcock and you're in the UK, you need to study BCS also, because BCS is the British Computer Society one. Babcock is the international, that's US, UK, and then Canada. So sometimes if you're going to be applying for some UK firms, they ask for the BCS one. So you don't want to know just the Babcock knowledge and not know the BCS one, and then you apply to a UK firm, and the questions they're asking, is related to the BCS foundation or BCS requirements. So that's that for that person that's asking me. I know but how do you start as a business analyst? Number one, look at your soft skills. Are you someone that you cannot, if you are in a boardroom and you are the only black person in that boardroom? I don't know if we have other, but I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
How do you think you are going to fret? Because it's okay to fret before entering, and you're giving yourself some pep talk. But once you enter, are you able to just talk and make sense and get people to listen to you? If you don't have that kind of confidence, it is to be a BA. You could look at other tech roles that does not really require you facing. There's some people they're into tech, they don't face people. Most developers, they are facing their goals.
Yeah.
Don't if you was gonna meet them like, oh, this person is asking Nikki, just tell them the issue. Tell them the issue. They don't like to be in that space. But for a business analyst, you cannot say you don't want to talk to people. So you have to look at your soft skills first. Be very sure that interpersonal skills, stakeholder management. Some stakeholders can be very nasty, can be very difficult. You are trying to help them, but they're not seeing it that way. And then they're like, oh, I can't talk to you right now. You need them to do something. They're very mean, but then you still have to
calm down.
How can I help you? How can I make this work for you? They are the ones not making it work for you. They are the ones making it hard for you. But then somebody said, that's what I'm facing right now, the only black person in my team. That's what most of us, that's what we're facing. So that's another level of fear. The fact that you're not seeing your people in the room that can be giving you, nodding their head and making go on, sister. We got you, sister. Yeah. Some are not, they're not there. So you're just pressing people looking at you like, what is she gonna say? I want to put the point. So what I'm trying to say is just make sure that the soft skills you need and the BA role fit your personality. Don't say because somebody else is doing it and you love what that person is doing. Look at your personality and look at what you can do. We have introverts and they are BAs. Because being an introvert does not mean that you can't stand up and talk.
Yeah.
So there's nothing introvert, ambivert, extrovert, all of the verbs.
Whatever.
Whatever that you are, you can be a BA. But if you know that you don't have the confidence, because introverts are confident, but some people are not. So make sure that you have the soft skills and then start working on your technical skills. You can do boot camps for BA foundation courses. Yes, you don't know anything about about business analysis, you can learn. Go on YouTube, business analysis foundation. Get the BCS foundation course. Get boot camps. Go on Coursera. Go on Udemy. Like, dedicate 1 hour per day, at least, or 2 hours per day. I just want to learn the foundation because you can start from the foundation. Because if you don't have that technical knowledge, let's not lie. It's hard. So you need to get. That's how you start. Be sure that you really want the BA role. Do you want to go into tech or do you want the BA role? Look at like she said, look at all the tech roles. Pick the one, research on them, pick the ones that you know that yes, I think I really love what they do here, and do your best. You have a potential.
Yeah.
Do your best to be the best in that role. So anywhere you are, in any interview, whatever you speak, they know you know what you're saying, and they know you. Some people you go for boot camps, they just give you all the book knowledge, but you've not been able to get the hands-on experience. And then when you go to interviews, they know that you're pouring from a crammed knowledge.
From the book, yeah. Exactly. Absolutely.
And they won't pick you because they no. This person is just saying what she has read.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get practical work experience. There's some boot camps. If you want to go for a boot camp, if they don't have life projects, I'm sorry for anybody that has a boot camp here. I'm not trying to, but if you don't have experience and they don't have life projects you can work on, you can do that course online then.
I know that you have to go. So would you want to wrap up and just tell us where we can find you, like what you do on your platform again? I want everyone to make sure that they can see you, they can follow you and things like that. And then, I'll let you go and enjoy your events and your evening. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I feel like I need to just keep talking.
We need another hour. We need another hour.
My God, like for other things. If you don't have money for boot camps right now, like I said, please maximize online free resources. Dedicate 1 hour, 2 hours a day. Just sharpen your knowledge. You can do it. And yes, I'm a career coach. So if you don't have clarity on the kind of tech roles, because I don't just push everybody, be a BA. No. It depends on you. We need to work on your personality, know what you love, and then map out the kind of roles that will fit you. I'm not going to choose. Being a career coach is not. I'm not a trainer. I'm not training you business analysis. I'm just pushing you on the right road, making sure that you know what you want, telling you, pointing you out to where you can get those resources, and just being your champion. Because I really want much more black women, much more black minorities. We need to be in this space. This place needs us. We are doing really well there. So that's one of the things I do: diversity, equity, inclusion. When you come back from maternity conversations, I'm part of a women group in my organization. So we have to talk about maternity conversations. What do we need to do to amplify the voices of women in the firm? Gender pay. You know, all of those things are one of the things I do by the side. I love to champion that. But yeah, but as a career coach, if you need clarity sessions one to one, because I want you to be there. I'm not like all those. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not going to charge you that you be like, oh no. But if you need one to one sessions, you need to understand where you want to go, so I can know where you are now, where you want to go. Let's map it out. Let me hold your ends if you want to transition. And follow my page. If you don't have the money for one to one, follow my page. I share things. Tech Savvy Nikki, and I also have a careers page, Bryce Careers, BRYSE Careers, BRYSE Careers. I also share resume, how to make your resume. The things to remove from your resume. Not every time we have to say come and pay. Sometimes just share this information. I want you to win.
Like this.
I want everybody to win. So come to my page, get the knowledge you need to get. Come to my DM, definitely answer you. If you need clarity, book a one-to-one in the link in my bio. Let's talk, and yes. And if you need coaching, mentorship, I'm here for you.
Amazing. And guys, like I said, obviously Tech Savvy Nikki, that's her page. You can follow her. But on the promo, there is the full names as well.
The
full name, her full name is there, and then you can just send a request on LinkedIn. That was so insightful. Like I said, we definitely need to do another session again. But really enjoyed it. Enjoy your event. Bye.